Unima that you are supporting Nigerian government in any way, either in the Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Nigerian security, Nigerian immigration. The PM has said today, we are not against you, but if you wear the Nigerian uniform representing Nigerian government in Biafra land, you are going to pay the price, and you're going to pay the ultimate price for supporting a terrorist government that is in Biafra land. These are terrorists that kill our people, maim our people, burn our houses, burn our businesses, burn our homes in Biafra territory. If you are one of them, you have yourself to blame. If you are wearing any Nigerian uniform, Nigerian military uniform, Nigerian police uniform, Nigerian security uniform, sorry is your name. We have no prison, we have no jail. If you are caught inside Biafra land, you are gone.
The Chief of Staff of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Ngozi Orabueze, has sent a strong message to Igbos still serving in Nigerian military. According to her words, if you know that you are supporting the Nigerian government in any way, whether in the Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Nigerian air force, Nigerian navy, Nigerian immigration, or any Nigerian security forces, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has stated today that we are not against you, but if you wear the Nigerian uniform representing Nigerian government in Biafra land, you are going to pay the price, and you are going to pay the ultimate price for supporting a terrorist government that is in Biafra land. These are terrorists that kill our people, maim our people, burn our houses, burn our businesses, burn our homes in Biafra territory. If you are one of them, you have yourself to blame. If you are wearing any Nigerian uniform, Nigerian military uniform, Nigerian police uniform, Nigerian security uniform, sorry is your name. We have no prison, we have no jail. If you are caught inside Biafra land, you are gone. We will send you to the land of no return, she stated. Now let's start from the beginning. Imagine sitting in a quiet room, the air heavy with anticipation. The news comes in. The Chief of Staff of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Ngozi Orabueze, has made a powerful statement. For anyone familiar with the struggles of the Igbos and the history of Biafra, her words carry significant weight. They are not just a message, they are a challenge, a call to action, and a warning all at once. The issue she's addressing isn't new. It is a problem that has festered for years, even decades. It is about Igbos, her people, serving in the Nigerian military and other security forces in Nigeria. To some, this might seem like a normal job, a way to serve the country. But to Ngozi Orabueze and others in the Biafra movement, it is more than that. It is a betrayal. It is standing with those they believe have oppressed and harmed their people. Her tone is serious, almost unyielding, as she lays out her message, and as you hear her words, you can't help but wonder about the lives of those she's speaking to, the Igbos in Nigerian uniform. How did they get there? What choices led them to serve in the military of a country some of their own people call their oppressor? To truly understand Ngozi Orabueze's words, we need to go back in time to the Biafran War, also known as the Nigerian Civil War, which lasted from 1967 to 1970. It was a dark chapter in Nigerian history, a time when the southeastern region of the country, predominantly made up of Igbos, attempted to secede and form the Republic of Biafra. The reasons for this war were deeply rooted in ethnic tensions, political conflict, and economic disparities. The Igbos felt marginalized and believed that their future would be brighter as an independent nation, but the Nigerian government didn't see it that way. The war that followed was brutal. Millions of people died, many from starvation, as a result of a blockade imposed by the Nigerian government. Though the war ended over 50 years ago with Biafra's defeat, the scars remain. For many Igbos, the dream of Biafra never truly died. It is kept alive by stories passed down through generations, from the memories of those who lived through the war, and by movements like the Biafra Republic government in exile. Fast forward to today, and you find a complicated reality. Despite the lingering desire for Biafra's independence among some Igbos, many still serve in the Nigerian military and other security forces. This isn't unusual. After all, Nigeria is their country too, and joining the military can be a way to earn a living, gain respect, and serve the nation. But here is the dilemma. How do you reconcile serving a government that some of your people view as an oppressor? It is not an easy question to answer. For some, it is just a job. They may not agree with everything the government does, but they believe they are serving the greater good. For others, it might be about survival, an opportunity to escape poverty or provide for their families. Ngozi Orabueze's message cut through this justification. To her, wearing the Nigerian uniform while claiming to be Igbo is more than just a contradiction. It is a betrayal, and she doesn't mince words about the consequences. Let's look closely at what Ngozi Orabueze said. She began by addressing all Igbos who are supporting the Nigerian government in any way. She listed them out: the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Police, the Nigerian Air Force, the Nigerian Navy, the Nigerian Immigration, and other security forces in Nigeria. Her tone was stern, almost parental, as she laid out the reality of the situation. If you know you are supporting the Nigerian government in any way, she said, hear this. It was a call to attention, a moment where she demanded their focus. She wanted them to understand the seriousness of what she was about to say. She explained that the Biafra Republic government in exile, led by Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, isn't against them as individuals. We are not against you, she said, and for a moment, it felt like there was room for understanding. But then came the turning point, the but. She warned that if they continue to wear Nigerian uniforms and represent the Nigerian government within Biafra territory, they will face the consequences. What does it mean to pay the price? Ngozi Orabueze didn't leave much to the imagination. She described the Nigerian government as a terrorist government that, in her view, has caused immense suffering in Biafra land. She spoke of killings, maiming, and the destructions of homes and businesses. For Ngozi Orabueze, wearing the uniform of such a government means complicity. It means standing with those who, in her eyes, have wronged her people. And the price for that, she said, would be the ultimate one. If you are caught inside Biafra land, she warned, you are gone. Let's take a moment to think about the emotional weight of her words. Imagine being an Igbo person in the Nigerian military, hearing this message. What would you feel? Fear, anger, guilt, or perhaps confusion? Ngozi Orabueze's words aren't just a warning. They are a declaration of where the Biafra movement stands. They are a way of drawing a line in the sand, saying, this is who we are, and this is where we draw the boundary. but they are also deeply personal. They are rooted in a sense of betrayal, in the pain of seeing one's people align with what they view as their oppressors. Ngozi Orabueze's statement raises questions that go beyond the Biafran struggle. It touches on issues of identity, loyalty, and the complexity of belonging. What does it mean to be Igbo in Nigeria today? How do you balance the pull of your ethnic identity with your role in a larger nation? For those serving in the Nigerian military, these questions are especially pressing. They have chosen a path that requires them to put aside personal and ethnic loyalties to serve the country as a whole. But Ngozi Orabueze's message challenges that choice, forcing them to confront what it means to be part of an institution that some of their own people see as an enemy. As we reflect on Ngozi Orabueze's message, one thing becomes clear. The road ahead is complicated. The Biafran struggle isn't just about independence. It is about healing, reconciliation, and finding a way to coexist, whether as part of Nigeria or as a separate nation. For Igbos in the Nigerian military, the challenge is even greater. They must navigate the tension between their roles as soldiers and their identities as Igbos. They must decide whether to continue serving a government that some of their people reject or to step away and face the consequences. Ngozi Orabueze's statement, while strong, also serves as a call to conversation. It is an opportunity to discuss the issues at the heart of the Biafran struggle, the grievances, the hopes, and the way forward. It is a chance to ask the tough questions and seek answers that go beyond slogans and declarations. What does justice look like for the Biafran people? What does reconciliation mean in a country as diverse and divided as Nigeria? And most importantly, how can we build a future where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued? As the dust settles on Ngozi Orabueze's message, one thing is certain: the Biafran struggle is far from over. It is a story of resilience, of a people determined to hold onto their identity and fight for what they believe in. But it is also a story of division, of a country grappling with its past and trying to forge a path forward. For those wearing Nigerian uniforms, the choices ahead won't be easy, but perhaps in listening to voices like Ngozi Orabueze, they can begin to understand the depth of the pain and passion behind the Biafra movement. And maybe, just maybe, that understanding can pave the way for a future built on mutual respect and understanding. I'll play the video for you guys to watch and see for yourself.
That you are supporting Nigerian government in any way, either in the Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Nigerian security, Nigerian immigration. The PM has said today, we are not against you, but if you wear the Nigerian uniform representing Nigerian government in Biafra land, you are going to pay the price, and you're going to pay the ultimate price for supporting a terrorist government that is in Biafra land. These are terrorists that kill our people, maim our people, burn our houses, burn our businesses, burn our homes in Biafra territory. If you are one of them, you have yourself to blame. If you are wearing any Nigerian uniform, Nigerian military uniform, Nigerian police uniform, Nigerian security uniform, sorry is your name. We have no prison, we have no jail. If you are caught inside Biafra land, you are gone.
Translation of pamphlets issued in Arabic and distributed in selected mosques in northern Nigeria by Fulani nationalist movement. Funam dated November 6, 2018. The battle is getting closer. We call on all true Muslims This is the time to act. This is the time for Second Holy War. We started in 1804. The British stopped us. We must regain the terrorist lost. It is against Islam to rotate war with infidels. Forget about election that will only lead to sharing of power. Think of the kingdom that we shall rule forever. We can change the naughty history. Ottoman and Fodio did it successfully. We can do it. We must take the enemies in the west, central and the last by surprise. That is the plot. They spy and occupy their homes, occupy their forests, occupy their streets, occupy their schools, occupy their markets, and you will suffer in this. Rain and shade will fall on you, but heaven will honor you after the inevitable battles. Our task on the infidels must be total and overwhelming. We must begin by installing fear in them, weakening their resolve through kidnaps, brutal rapes, making it difficult for them to farm and subdue them before the war. Our strategies involves learning from the tactics of the past and merge it with the wisdom of the movement. There is no going back. Nigeria is our own. It was handed over to us by Allah. How then can we share what is ours? We must never fight a defensive war. We must make the battle. We must take the battle to the homes of the infidels. We must use everything that we have. Whether you are a boy, a lady, a man or a woman, all Muslims of Fulani origin must take this as a duty. We must sharpen our fighting weapons. Everything is a weapon. Your kada, your knives, your hands, the trailers you drive, the tankers with fuel, food you sell, the house of the infidels that you guide. Study very well and wait for our order. Exploit the weakness of the infidels. They are lousy, lack discipline, sleep like fools, love parties and dances, lack discipline, and mostly unarmed. With your vantage positions, you can take on a whole family of 10, conquer and kill them if need be. The battle must be fought in their homeland. The middle belt must be totally crushed. They are few and divided. Never trust anyone in the east and not in south. Not even their filthy Muslims who do everything Allah rejects. Get yourself prepared. The battle is near. Please circulate to all Christians. Very urgent. IPOB.
One family.
One family.
IPOB.
Okay. I think before this, our Onyendu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has been saying this. Am I right?
Yes.
Talks about killing your premier. Add on top of that the North's general hate of the East, and you can start to get the picture of the sort of tribal tension Nigeria was heading towards.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it, obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the North solely with Northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning institutions, coming out with having no work to do. I'm sure whichever government of the day might be, it will feel rather embarrassed, and it might even lead to bloodshed.
Doesn't this damage the idea, sir, of all people in all regions in Nigeria being fellow citizens of one country?
Well, it might, but you are, new to our region, but how many northerners are employed in the east or in the west? The answer is no. And if there may be 10 laborers employed only in
EU service. So you see, I'm not going to be part of that government of deception. I like what Simon Ekpa is doing, whether he's from Kafachan or whether he's from, that's not my business. Somebody has to stay and fight for what Nigeria wants to do. And it has to be an alternative government. By God, if you fight by violence, you will get violence. It's not a matter of preaching violence. You already have violence in Nigeria. So are you going to pretend like Peter Obi, turn the other cheek, wait till you get slapped some more? I don't know what you guys want. My final analysis, every Nigerian, you need to find out what side you are on. You cannot play both sides. It's either you are a Nigerian or you believe in this your God-forsaken one Nigeria, or you are looking for an alternative to help you. I choose to go for an alternative. Thank you.
I'm kind of disappointed in you. Sometimes go straight to the point. People are angry in that country. People are suffering in that country. If people like Samuel Ekpa then can rise up, Sowore can rise up, Nandi can rise up. If you don't want to support them, don't discourage other Nigerians supporting them. If you are doing well, not everybody is doing well in that country. People are suffering. We need force. Force by force. If they hold us by force, we should fight them by force. Not come and say, don't say this. We they sleep, annual. White things they are living well. Others are dying with our money. Oh. Thank you, electricity, man.
Thank you. Michael, you have the floor. You have 3 minutes, please.
Hello. Thank you, boss. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right, quickly. I'm going to take this very, very quickly. Yeah, let me start with the guy called a forefather. You see, the thing about these people is that these guys just want to hate on Simon, but they don't even have a reason to hate him. How can you come here and tell us that we should not follow someone because he has a flag at the back? And while we are talking about freedom, how does that make sense to you? All of you were here during the time of COVID. You saw how the northern borders were open. Fulani were trooping into Nigeria without any accreditation, without any documentation. How many of you have asked yourself that those people we saw during that time that were trooping into Nigeria, where are they right now? How many of you can give account where those men are?
That the Southeasterners, they are feeling like an orphan in their own motherland. And I want it to be on record that a day like this came, I spoke and I lent my voice that Nigeria should give attention to Southeast. They are our brothers. Don't think I'm saying this because I'm an Igbo. I'm not an Igbo. My name is Gideon Issa. I'm from the north central part of this country, which is Kogi State and Igala by tribe. But I want everyone to know that we are no longer on that table of ethnicity that will be divided across land. We'll never allow politicians to divide us. I want everybody to know. I want the international community to know. I want the United Nations to know. I want World Health Organization to know. I want all government parastatals. I want the president of the US to know that the Igbos have been sidelined for long. They are part of this country. They are our brothers. That attention must be given to them. That sit at home is dealing with their economy. It must be addressed. It must be addressed. The largest market in West Africa is in Southeast there. And nobody is giving it attention. So if anybody will not give it attention, we will give it attention. That sit at home must to end, and they must to be called to dialogue. And Mazen Amdikalu must be given attention, and he must be given his freedom, because I don't know why he will still be in detention till now. I think he was in detention even before DCP Abba Kyari that was caught with cocaine, and DCP has been released. And now Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention till today. So I'm calling on the president and all well-meaning Nigeria that let proper consideration be made. As I am making this video now, if there is no proper attention given to the Igbos in the next 30 days, I will be on all national TV in Nigeria to hear my voice. I will be on channels Arise and all national TV, and until this issue is being given attention, we will not rest. Anywhere you are watching, I would like you to make sure you share this video and let it get to international communities for them to know that the Igbos are calling for attention, and they must be given attention because it is their right. Thank you very much. See you on another episode.
Ibe bụ ndị inyom ololi, ibe gaje bala ewiwe maka ibe ndị Hausa na-emebe because la abụgo bunu, so bala ewiwe maka ibe ndị Hausa na-emebe maka biga ala ego ololi mgbe ya avụ la ndị Hausa na-embe lata ibe bakobu, so ibe beline batabuge, so oya bibe vale wiwe ya buli bonye ogu la lolu be ibuli iwele webe maka rice ba igboloba rice ba ndu Fulani achigo nama bia tabuoye, so bugale gwolo libote mapeuka ibula ndị Hausa ndu Fulani labalo la kabalo lata idente lata jiso ilenya teba ndu aline bundo ololi nyomo ololi bibe gaje makara gi ile ni be ba do bi dezebe bofuma ile ni be ba de bi le ko iya bi be ba le ku banyele banewi Man the road. How mo Biafra na? Gala gbagio one this year. Man the day na we dey conquer the go. We go conquer the go. We go conquer the go until we reach the land of Biafra. We go reach there. We no go reach there. We go reach there. No fit for Nigeria until Biafra come. Who the? Hey, no be so. We dey conquer the go. We dey reach there. We don't find army nowhere. We don't find them go. We no see them in the Tuama. But them come out now. No be federal highway be this. We don't come upland now. Nowhere to be found. We now we dey find them. We dey proceed. I heard that. Shey dey see am. If I look at them now, no peace for the wicked. No peace for the wicked. If I thought no peace for the wicked, Nigeria man, even no matter I can die. I go start hara na ka of course. Na sure bank. Ke bi na chuzi he. Ama mi na chukanda.
Oh hell Biafra my people. You know what is happening here now? Nigeria is running away. They're going to run away from the courts. The case they are already instituted in Finland. They will run away because they will need to come and prove their accusations. They have already submitted and requested. The Finnish government, the local authorities have done what they have to do, because anytime they get a request, they have to, like the Finnish foreign minister have told you that everything will be ironed out in court. If you make the request, then you submit your evidence, then they will call Simon Ekpa to come and defend it. And this is what is going to happen. And if you can prove it, then you win. If you cannot, then Finland will have to tell you, you know what, we don't want to hear this about Simon Ekpa ever again, unless if you have new evidence apart from what you have already submitted. And you have already what else are you going to come up with apart from what you have now, all the lies you have now? pressurizing them. Everywhere you see a Finnish diplomat, flooding their social media with lies. They are watching all those things. Now they are reviewing all these things in their national TV. The whole Finnish people are watching it. All the atrocities happening in Nigeria now. You understand? So later they will open the case in court. Then you come and prove yourself. You have to send someone first. Then the person will go through interrogation. Then the case, if they're convinced, then they will send the case to court. Then you will come to court and do what? Defend it. If you can't defend it, then they will drop the charges. And you know what? What is going to happen is that you will never ever in your whole damn life approach any Finnish diplomat or their government or send any rubbish to them again. They will never listen to you again. That is what they want to iron out, because they're tired of all this rubbish going up and down, even telling Britain to intervene and all that, because you don't want Biafra to go. Now this is how you expose yourself. This Biafra issue you don't ever want to address. Now you must be forced to address it, or else Biafra is gone. Yes, that's the way it is. I just want to use this time to briefly tell my people what is going to happen. It's not a bad thing, it's a very good thing, because now it's either do or die. Either come and prove yourself in the court, in Finnish court, or else forget anything about complaint again about Biafra. Because they thought maybe they just arrest Simon Ekpa and hand him over to Nigeria to go and try him. Then they will go and put him away like they did with our leader Ngozi Orabueze, and then nobody will talk about it. And they will use Bintanyako or whoever that is we work with them to rubbish the person. The world is watching too, but they don't care because they are shameless. You see, but it's not working like that elsewhere, only in Nigeria. And the only country you can collaborate with in this kind of thing is a corrupt country like Kenya. That's all. Any other country will say no, I don't want to involve myself in this mess. Only Kenya, very corrupt, like Nigeria. You see? So now, that Biafra issue you are running away from, you have to discuss it, or else you will have to leave Simon Ekpa, leave Ngozi Orabueze, and leave the Finland alone. That's going to happen. That is what is going to happen. That's where you have the position Nigeria have put themselves. Everything is not about bribe and bribery. Finland is not going to take any bribe from you. That's why they want to go through the law court, to prove to the whole world, because you have been shouting it everywhere. Oh, Finland is supporting terrorism. This, that. They want the whole world to hear that you have lost this case and you are a liar. That's what they want to prove to the whole world, if you don't know. So if you think that by just arresting him, Simon Ekpa, is a winner for you, no. It's a winner for Biafra. Unless if you are man enough to come and prove yourself in the law court. But if you are running away like you used to, by the way, who are you going to send? Is it Bianca? Who are you going to send to come and defend you in Finland? Who? What evidence do you have? So now, Osetigo, come and prove yourself, or else Biafra is going. Because the kind of agitation that you will get after this, then who else are you going to rely on? Britain don't even want to involve themselves in this mess. They know it's a lie, they know it's a mess, but they just hope that any other country can do it, not them, because they don't want to destroy their diplomatic influences around the world. They don't want other people to be looking at them as a very corrupt country like Kenya. You see, no other country can do that. Only stupid countries like Kenya. You see, so now just think, use your tongue to count your teeth and see that what you have done to yourself. Had I known, that's what is most of you who are reasonable now. Now you have dawned on you that, hey, we should have left this the way it is. Because Finland will never intervene if you didn't, bring it up yourself. Now they want to clear this mess. They want to clear it so that you will never, even their ambassador in Nigeria, you don't even have the right to talk to her or him to write anything again about Simon Ekpa again, because they will tell you, you know what? They will refer to you to the document. They have finished this case, and as this man was not found guilty. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? If you know that you are serious in what you are talking, why didn't you come to the court and prove yourself? Then they will tell you, you know what? If you don't want any diplomatic ties with them, they will just cut it off, because they don't need you. They don't. They will even support Biafra to emerge so that they can work with Biafra. Yes, this is where we are now. If you don't know, you know it. They can support, if this case, when this case finishes, they can support Biafra fully, openly, with their full chest, knowing that now they have defeated you. You don't know what you have done. You don't know. All these people you are sending, send tweet to the president, tweet to the report him to the local authority so that they can arrest him and deport him to us. They can extradite him to us so that he can come and face justice. So face who? Lawless country? In a lawless country? Yes. He didn't commit anything in Nigeria. Even if, have you seen him in Nigeria since? So he's in Finland. He is in Finland. They will check everything he's been doing. He's online. He's not. They won't even go far. They will just check it. Then you will come and prove to them that yes, he's a terrorist. If not, you have lost the case. You have lost it. And that's the way it is. That's how Biafra comes. That's a winner for Biafra here. So all Biafrans must rejoice.
This is the end of our news update. Please click the icon on the top right corner of your screen to watch my next video. You will enjoy it. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.